So while I'm living my life at the minute, I'm quite dirty all the time. And someone offered me some antibiotics, so I thought it were a good idea to take those antibiotics and start doing like a course of them, because I've had blood poisoning before and it nearly killed me. I don't want the same thing to happen, so I've got to be really careful with something that could get infected, because it could turn out quite badly. Today's my third day without having anything to eat. I'm not quite at the 72 hours mark, but I say more like 60 hours, but I think that's enough. So once this video's done, I'm going to go and get something to eat. And this past few months really has been more than me just walking from England into Scotland and doing entertaining videos for people to watch. At the same time, I'm trying to sort myself out, and it's kind of been a journey inwards, and it's also been a journey outwards as well. I've had ups, I've had downs. My ups, when I'm up, I feel amazing, and then when I have my downs, sometimes I feel really low. Almost could say the lowest of the low with some of the things I do. Like, and it really started a few years ago, I think, this little journey what I'm on. And like I say, in that few years has been massive ups and downs. I found myself homeless, and I've also felt the best I've ever felt before in my life. It's been a bit of a mad journey really. And I know a lot of kids watch my videos and things like that, and some of the things I talk about might be a little bit controversial to people to listen to, but at the end of the day, it's my life and it's my experiences, and I'm not willing to take anything back what I've said, because I'm a full grown man and these are the things that I go through, you know what I'm saying? It's no one else's fault. I'm not trying to blame the outside world, the planet. It's just something that I'm trying to sort out within myself, and I really would like to talk about it with people instead of trying to shy away from it and hide it and make out I'm something I'm not really, because I understand, like, you've got your work life and your personal life, and you don't really put your personal life into your work life, but this isn't my work life or my personal life, this is my life. So I just like to appreciate, well, say thank you to everyone for like just sticking with me, because yeah, some of the things I talk about might be a little bit hard to listen to for people, but at the end of the day, it's true. And I know I'm not the only one that's going through all this stuff. There's other people out there as well, and people in a lot worse situations as well. So yeah, like, I just like to say, this journey, this past couple of months really, it's been I think the first 29 days when I walked from Bridlington up to the Scottish border, you could say you see me at my best. And I think these like past couple of weeks, you could say you've seen me at my worst. And I think I could do better and I could do worse, but yeah. And in regards to this fasting, I feel hungry, I feel tired, but I also feel like my body's been telling me to do this for a little while, and it's quite uncomfortable. I'm hungry. Like last night and night before, I struggled to go to sleep because I was constantly thinking about food, but it needed to be done. I know it's quite a difficult thing to do, and people say to me all the time, oh, you can't go this long without food and that long without food, but I just I'd ask these people to please have a look on internet about fasting for like a day, 2 days, 3 days, and eventually I want to work myself up to 100 hours. So it's not really all that bad. It does have its benefits and it does have its side effects as well. So it's not something I know a lot about, but if you just go on internet, it'll tell you most things about it. Another thing, where like, so my comments are off, and I'm pretty much sure there's a lot of lovely people out there that had shown me the same love as what people show me while I've been in Arbroath, however you pronounce it. I struggle to pronounce names in Scotland. I've met a lot of good lads in Arbroath. It's a mint place, and yeah, there's some top lads in there, man, you know what I'm saying? I've got some new stuff. I got a new bag off at one at lads. I also got this off one at lads as well. Look at that. It's sealed. You know, like, I seen some chap on Seafront and he's like, yeah, I've been following you, I can't get in touch with you. He come and see me, he introduced me to his family, he let me in his house, he introduced me to a lot of other people around the Arbroath. Honestly, man, like I say, the towns and the villages that I've come across, I'm pretty much sure there's loads of people like these people, but sometimes, like, I don't hang around, I don't really get involved with people. I'm straight in and I'm straight out as such, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's some top lads in the broth, and I went park the other day and this lad come up and he's like, hey, okay, oh, I've got you this. I don't understand, like, was he going to post it me or something, do you know what I mean? But look, it's even got my name on it. I ain't got x-ray vision, but I can most definitely feel, and I can most definitely smell as well, and this bag smells nice. Like, I think I know what's in here. Yeah, so in regards to me fasting, the only thing I put into my body for the past 3 days is just water. Nothing but water. I feel like I've lost a little bit of weight, and I feel like my face is sinking a little bit, but it is what it is, man. I think sometimes you got to crack an egg to bake a cake. In regards to this bag, I don't want to open it yet. Like, honestly, I'm so excited to what's in this bag, and it's probably one of the best gifts I've had. For the past couple of nights I've been dying just to rip it open and see what's inside it, but I think it's best if I just hold on to it for a bit, take it with me, and I'd like to say I want to open it when I get to John O'Groats, not John O'Groats, Inverness or John O'Groats. Yeah, hopefully in a couple of months' time. And like, in regards to my self-discipline, I'm not the very most disciplined of people, and I do struggle with my self-discipline sometimes. I often think to myself, look, don't do what you're doing as much, just have a little bit at night time or once a week. But I don't think that works for me, because I think I've got a little bit of a addictive personality, and when I say if I have a coffee, then if I have one coffee in a day, then I might as well have another 3, you know what I mean? The way I see it, and I know it's not the way to look at things, but if you take a bite out of the sandwich, you might as well just eat the full sandwich. So I think it's best that I don't do things at all, and that way I feel more comfortable that way in myself, with my self-discipline. Like, if I don't do it at all, then that's better than me trying to do things like at night time or once a week. So this, it's not heavy, there's some pretty cool stuff in there. Honestly, it smells banging, that bag does. Like, I just want to open it now, man, but I can't, because when I'm doing stuff like this, I've got to focus, do you know what I mean? And that stuff slows me down, so I've got to try and stop doing stuff and focus on what I'm doing, you know what I mean, and get stuff done, like reach these milestones. So I'll be taking this with me. It's not in my way, it's very light, it can fit in this new army issue bag I've got off one at Top Lads. Look, a black army issue bag, I've never had one, it's always been camouflaged like this basher. Absolutely mint, proper urban as such, you know what I mean? So that'll go in here. I'm going to try not to open this yet. If you watch my videos as well, I'm always saying, like, I believe, like, I've never really said, oh, I don't do this, I don't do that. I say I always really try not to do these things, and I think that gives me freedom to kind of mess up when I want to. But in regards to some things, like lying, is something that I don't do. I can't do. Like, it's something I'm not even interested in doing. Like, even if I lie sometimes, I find that I end up telling the truth. And you don't even really need to know me to see that I'm lying. You can just see it in my eyes. And people's even said to me before, why don't you wear sunglasses on your videos sometimes if you don't feel like talking? But I think, I don't want to wear sunglasses and hide away behind something. I want people to look into my eyes and see exactly what's happening and what I'm going through. Because, yeah, like, just a massive shout out to everybody from Mansfield Woodhouse all the way up to Broth. You know what I mean? Like, everyone I've come across, you've all been so lovely. And I also think as well, like, in regards to the past couple of weeks, I kind of spiraled downhill, and I think my energy changed, and I stopped attracting the good stuff. And I've noticed in the past few days, it's coming back. Like, the people, I'm attracting good people. I think I give off a better vibe, and yeah, it opens doors for me, and I've kind of met a lot of good people through just how I feel inside. So I think it's not a wise thing for me to keep going downhill and things like that, but at the same time, you know what I mean, it's like, I think I'm just trying to let go of some stuff, you know, and it's quite difficult, you know what I mean, and it's a journey. These things don't happen overnight. But I do see some people, and I envy them because they're so disciplined, and yeah, like, there's some serious people out there, do you know what I mean? And all I can do is be inspired by them and try and change my own life for the better. I know I'm talking a lot of crap, but these are things I think about and I like to talk about, you know what I'm saying? So, just, yeah, I don't even really know what else to say, just other than thank you to everyone that supported me put me on Facebook, people's coming up to me in the street, taking photos with me, and that means the world to me. It makes me feel good inside, you know what I mean? And when I actually think to myself, I don't know, like when I go downhill, I just think, is it worth it, you know? Because the things that come to me when I'm feeling good within myself, it's priceless, man, you know? You know, when you're getting young lads coming up to the street and they're taking selfies, I feel like I'm Bugsy Malone sometimes or something like that. It's like such a good feeling. I understand these young kids, man. I don't like expect them to understand some of the things I talk about, you know what I'm saying? But more to the older generation, like, at the end of the day, I was a kid once, do you know what I mean? I was innocent like these young kids, but as I've progressed through life into an adult, I've, yeah, just lived like an adult as such, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, I've enjoyed my son. And sometimes I take it too far, and just thank you for bearing with me and supporting me. Everyone, honestly, from Mansfield Woodhouse up to Obraft, you know what I mean? Like, all that coastline. Thank you. I'm really hungry. I feel as if now this is where the good stuff's happening. Like, when you reach 72 hours, when you feel low and lethargic, this is where the good stuff's happening, where it's your insides are eating all the bad stuff what's been accumulating, all the bad mucus, all these the things I've read about on the internet, you know what I mean? And I feel like I should keep going further with it, because it's nothing new to me. I've gone without food for long periods of time, but try not to be too hard on myself, man, you know? Like, just gonna go and get something to eat now. I've reached the 60 hours mark without having anything to eat, and next time I do it, I'm gonna try and go for 100 hours. You know what I mean? I'm just like, for the next couple of months, obviously you're gonna keep seeing me on camera, so I think you're gonna know exactly what I'm going through. Just try and be a little bit more disciplined and reach some milestones, and then when I've reached these milestones, I feel like celebrating, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do, you know what I mean? Thank you. And just, yeah, massive shout out to Obraft, everyone in Obraft, you top lads, all you young lads that I've come across, man. Honestly, I'm not saying no names, you know what I mean? I'm not putting no more names on internet, but you're top lads, man. You're all good lads. I've never met lads like you. You remind me of my mates from home, you know what I'm saying? I feel like shedding a tear, man, because no matter where I've gone, I've come across good people, you know? And it's like, I don't even feel like I need money when I'm travelling. It's because there's that many good people like you out there. Trust me. Massive shout out to you lot, man. I love you, man. And thank you. See you later. I'm going to get something to eat.